Hey there guys, it's Szechuan here, and we've got Night 7 of the 8 sensible gifts for Hanukkah, brought to us by the good people at Cards Against Humanities. So I'm very excited about this. We've only got basically this night and, well, one other night to go. So it's been an awesome adventure so far. I've been enjoying the gifts. I love all the socks and everything else. So very excited to show you guys basically the next couple of nights, because after that we're all done, and it's a little sad at that point because I've been like I said, I've been enjoying this quite some bit. So anyways, we got night 7. Let's open this thing up. I'll show you guys what's inside. First off, we're gonna start off with, like the rest of these videos, a letter, and this one is from David M's dad. So the letters are brought to us by one of the fathers of the Cards Against Humanities staff. And this one is on culture. So it's a nice little handwritten note. First off, I'm gonna apologize if I mess it up or I can't read a section. I may end up just paraphrasing it if I mess up too much or if I get stuck, but hopefully that doesn't happen. And before I get into that as well, I got a nice new microphone. This is the first video I've gotten to use it, so hopefully I sound a little bit better compared to some of the other videos. But that's basically my Boxing Day shopping. I bought a new webcam and a nice fancy Yeti Blue microphone, so hopefully I look and sound a little better than some of the older videos if you checked any of those out. So anyways, that's that. It's great for, hopefully this will sound great when I'm reading this letter. So anyways, let's jump right in. This is on culture. Let's see. While the word culture has several meanings, I'm focused here on what is called high culture in academics. It's essentially all the accumulated cultured products of a people, aka art. Art is all around us, whether a painting, a sculpture, your sleek iMac computer, or the landscaping in a park. We get a great deal of joy from looking at these things, and that is why art is so important. In our pragmatic society, art is often seen as optional. Parents drill this into their kids from an early age. We tell our children to be practical, and we discourage pursuit of arts as a vocation, because we can't imagine how they will make a living doing such a thing. But the truth is, art is indispensable. It gives us meaning. There are things that cannot be understood with pure reason. Things like beauty. Art helps us transcend our world, and in the process understand it better. Let's see. How can we increase our How can we increase our art literacy and enjoyment? I'm assuming that's what it means. Number 1, learn. We don't pop out of the womb with an appreciation for the arts. The more we know, the more we can understand what the artist wanted to convey. It's easy to stand in front of Mark Rothko or Jackson Pollock painting and say, I could have done that when I was 5 years old. The fact is that you didn't. If you knew what was involved and what emotion the artist was trying to communicate, you would appreciate the artwork a great deal more, even if you didn't particularly like the work itself. Number 2, establish a sense of aesthetics and beauty. This is a highly personal matter, but without grasp of what constitutes beauty in your mind, you cannot evaluate the design around you. This need not apply to just heroic works, I think, like the Aeropolis. It can pertain to the quilts on your bed. I think that's what it says. Number 3. This is the last little point here. Set a good for yourself to take in. Cut. I have no idea if that sounds right. How many Oscar nomination films will you see this year? How many museums will you visit? You will evolve your art sensibilities, I think, as you consume more. Art is not a solitary thing. Only when it is shared can art impact our society. It elicits an emotional response, in as which help us understand each other and accordingly bonds us together. I remember kindly hearing a discussion on the subject with a freshly minted art history PhD at a Lobkowitz estate, maybe, in a small village about 30 miles north of Prague. It was just after the fall of communism, and I happened to be at this property for a charity event. Much for my something. I found a very well-known painting. It's a Harvest by Peter Brussel, the elder on the Jesus of the castle walls. Man, I'm doing terribly. I apologize. I cannot read this very well. This is no standard ordinary painting. People much more knowledgeable than I put it as much as of the 5 seminal paintings in Western art canon. Culture? Canon? I don't know. I queried the code, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I'm going to stop here because I'm just butchering this being... Okay, I'm just going to blah, 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 blah. By the way, the Brussels is now in Prague, and blah, blah, blah. Prague Castle sounds great, fantastic. Visitors annually, such and such and such. David M. Steb, signed 2015. It is now 2016. I did not get this quite in time, I guess, but I really butchered that at the end. I apologize. Anyways, this is one of the gifts in the Night 7. I'm just falling apart in this video, but there we go. It's Tetefon, Pablo Picasso, 1962. It's a nice little copy of what the painting is, and there's a nice little thing to go along with it. Today, you are all going to be part of a social experiment. We've used the money for today's gift to purchase Tetefon, an original 1962 Picasso. You can see a photo of it on the other side of this card, as you can see here. As one of 150,000 subscribers to our 8 Sensible Gifts for Hanukkah, you now get the chance to vote. Should we donate this work to the permanent collection of the Art Institute of Chicago, or should we laser cut it into 150,000 tiny squares and send you your own scrap of a Picasso? Voting opens on blah 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 blah. The voting has already ended. I checked out the website, and unfortunately, the results are not quite up yet, so I don't really know what is going to happen. But one of those two things: either I'm gonna get myself a tiny square scrap of a Picasso painting, which would sound pretty swag, but otherwise, people still use swag. Anyways, otherwise, this will probably end up going, hopefully, in the Art Institute of Chicago. I would have voted for that, because as much as I would love to have a priceless painting, it's the fact that they cut it up and do so. It's, you know, that's not as nice. But anyways, yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe I'll update you if it happens. But otherwise, it's something's gonna happen with that painting. Otherwise, the other thing that we got is another pack of Cards Against Humanity's cards. This is the Jew pack, part 2, and there's a couple other fun facts on the back of this pack. Fun fact, it's true, Jews have a ton of money. Fun fact, did you get enough to eat? Are you sure? Yeah. So anyways, let's open this thing up, check out some of the cards, and then I'll be done with Night 7 at this point. So anyways, these are some more cards. So a lot of white ones. So we got a Ursary, a big brain full of facts and sadness, a 3-foot-tall corned beef sandwich, so some fun white cards in there. Otherwise, let's open up the secondary portion here. There was something about Anne Frank there. Pork products, the blood of, what is it? Whoop. The blood of Christian babies, jeez. Thy neighbor's wife. So there's some other stuff going on there, and I don't know if we got any black, oh, we got a couple black cards in here. Coming to Broadway next season, Blank on the Roof. According to Freud, all children progress through 3 stages of development: the Oyer stage, and Ada stage, and the Blank stage. And sacrificing Isaac to the Lord, blah, 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 blah. So anyways, yes, I'm going to end this video off soon because it's rather long, and I ratherly butchered up the letter, so I apologize for that. But otherwise, hopefully you enjoy Night 7, and hopefully something cool happens up. I would say either way, something cool will happen with this painting, but I don't really know quite yet. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching and sticking through it. Otherwise, check out Night 8 soon to come, and we will be done after that, which is a little sad. But otherwise, thank you again for watching as always. Have an awesome day, and peace out.